the pad and it triggers everybody in the world. Morning crew, and welcome back to the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. And I've got, guess who? The gorgeous Tool Girl Holley. Come here, Holly. In the workshop. How fantastic is that? It's been, what, 2 months? Yeah. It's been a while, hasn't it? But you're back here, and it means that we can get back onto your DR200. And now it's going to be a frame swap because Andy decided, in his infinite wisdom, to swap the frame out, which you all know about because you've seen me do the videos of fitting the extra bolt hole for the right hand side stand. Well, all that's done now, and the frame's now in paint. I did make rather a mess of the workshop shot blasting the old frame, and it wasn't going to be a video because, well, you wouldn't have seen anything. There was just plumes of dust all over the place, and now my drawers don't open very well because all the dust's gone in the runners. So it's another job to do, but again, one day. Right, well, Holly, I need to show you all the work that I've done while you've been away. Yeah. Because it hasn't been a small amount, to be honest, and that's why I'm looking so knackered right now, and I feel terrible. But hey, we've got to crack on, and we need to get this bike done. We've got 2 days, and I want to hear it start by the end of the 2 days. What do you reckon? Reckon we can do that? Yeah. I think we can. Okay, let's take a quick look at my terrible painting. Here we go. Right, Holly, you've got to put up with handy Andy cam at the moment. Terrible. Okay, this is the new frame. And so if you go a bit closer for me, there we are, look. And you used to work in a muscle car kind of repair shop, didn't you, where they did repaints and stuff? Yeah. So you know what painting should look like, yeah? Yeah. It's not this. Believe me, it really isn't. So can you spot all the runs? There's going to be some runs on there. It looks shiny. I bet on camera it looks pretty good actually, but in reality, I think there was one down the front here that really bugged me. Yeah, there we are. Look. Oh yes. I mean, you can see that. But is it gonna focus? I know it's gonna focus on that. Come on, phone, you can do it. There we are. So there is quite a big run coming down there, but I think other than that, oh, maybe there's one or two at the back. Go on, check out the back end, Holly. I don't know. I think actually, as it's dried, it's probably the runs have got smaller. I don't know. Maybe I'm in luck. But it was. Oh, it's focusing now. Look. I thought I did pretty well. Yeah. So you happy with that? Happy. Are you really happy with that? Yes. Okay. Well, I did some more, and that's right behind me. So if you ever wander across to that side of the workshop, you'll see them all hanging from the top of the roof. So I thought, well, I can't just paint the frame. I need to paint other bits as well. Yeah. And I got a bit carried away, to be honest. So I painted the front rack. Yeah. That's all done. Cool. Racks are not easy to paint because there's like lots of little bits that you've got to get in with a gun, and then you end up spraying bits that you've already sprayed, and then you get too much paint on it, then you get a run. So there's some more runs on there. Just to match the frame. Got to even it out. Hey? Got to even it out. Well, I thought so as well, because ultimately it is really a unique paint job. There really isn't another paint job like this in the world with these runs on them, to be fair. So yeah, I painted the left-hand side stand to match. So you've got two shiny side stands. Cool. I ended up doing 2 of these. I don't know why, but they're the brake stays for the rear drum. Yep. I did 2 rear brake levers as well. Again, I don't know why. And that's the bash guard, just there, look. Yep. And you've got a choice, actually. This is the front engine mount of a standard trail bike. Yep. And this one is the farm bike one, and they've actually welded an extra loop on there to act a bit like an engine sort of bash guard. Cool. From the front. So you can, you can choose which one you want, which would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Cool. I'm a terrible cameraman today, honestly. I don't think you need that. That's actually for the trail bike, for the plastic fins that go off the fuel tank, which you don't have on yours. And of course, what a bastard this was to paint, the rear rack. So they're all looking really shiny at the moment. It's been curing for about a week, so it's nice and dry. Yeah. which is good because I'm a dab hand at trying to fit things that are already still a bit wet, and you get fingerprints and stuff in it.
Yeah,
it's not good. I'm not a painter. I work the tools. I don't do spraying. Okay, so we have. Go and stand by your bike, Holly. There you go. Look at that. We've got basically all of that stuff to fit onto that frame.
Yeah.
But I must admit, I've been looking forward to this. I've been working my ass off to get everything ready for you, and I've been contemplating the best way of doing it, because with these Suzukis, the engine, the rear engine mount, it shares the same bolt that we found out with the swing arm. So you can't fit the engine with the swing arm already in place. You've got to fit the engine first and then pop the swing arm in. So the plan of attack to get this done isn't as easy as some motorcycles, unfortunately. So I think the first job, we're going to strip the front end down and get the forks out.
Yep.
And then we can get the forks and the front wheel into your new frame. So that's going to involve fitting the new steering head bearings, which there's already a video on the channel of me doing that to Lily's bike. So we'll probably just sort of try and skip through that and not make it too intense. But once we've done that, then we can fit the new frame with the front wheel in it on the stand, on the hoist, and then we can strip all the rest of it down out of the old frame on the bench, which will be cameras all over the place. Look at that. Really, honestly, framing today is just a nightmare. But we'll do that. So we've got to jack up the bike on the hoist.
Yep.
Under the engine is all on the wobbly hydraulic jack and bottle jack, and we've got to pull out the front wheel and the forks and then get them put in that one.
Cool.
Feeling confident?
Yep.
You're feeling a lot better than I am. Okay, let's crack on. Now, Holly, you're in a workshop and you've got your hair down.
Yep.
And you know what the viewers say when your hair's down?
I don't like it.
They don't like it, do they?
No.
Can you put your hair up for me, please?
Yes.
Good girl. Excellent.
Very particular.
Oh, come on. I can do mine a lot quicker than that. Jesus. You're such a perfectionist.
Yes.
Does it annoy you when there's one strand out?
Yes.
Yes.
Very much so.
Good job. Right. Okay, let's crack on. You've got the jack in place, so we need to get that front end up in the air.
Cool.
All yours.
How far up?
Oh, that'll do. Yeah, reach for the sky. That's what they say, isn't it? Cool. And as if by clockwork, somebody starts to cut their bloody grass, don't they?
Yeah.
Honestly, have they no respect for my workshop and the quality of the audio? Holly, I've put you some tools over on the bench behind you. You go and grab those, and we'll get that front wheel pulled out. Excellent stuff. Super job. Right, caliper off first, I reckon. So that's just those two, 12mm. Jump. So your sockets are already in here. Because I've already seen us do this already on other videos, so we just need to crack on. So just those, that one there and that one there. Yeah, just pop on the bench. We'll find a pop later on. Now, because we rebuilt that, it's got a new piston in it, it should come off the disc really easy. Just look. That wasn't the case, was it, last time? Jeez, it was terrible. Okay, so let that hang down. People will kill us for that, but let it hang down. And if you've still got the 12 on there,
yep.
In fact, really, you should put the 17 on. Put the 17 on and come around the other side, and we'll get that spindle taken out. Okay, I'll hold this side. And you just buzz that clean off. Washer, so let's not lose that. Now, I'm not sure whether that'll push the light. Look at that! Somebody must have greased it. That's how it's supposed to happen, isn't it? Okay, look at that. Caliper. Done. Pit stop. Right, we've got to use a tub for all the bits, so just chuck that under the bike and we can lob all that in there. In fact, where's the nut and the washer? Is the nut still in there? Yeah, stick them on the end of there, look. Hey, I've got your present. Stay there, I've got your present. Took me a while, and you know, gloves are not the easiest things to find in Auckland at the moment.
No, they're not.
And extra small. Are these small or extra small? These are small. These are the smallest I could get, so I hope they're going to be okay for it. So get some gloves put on, because I'm always getting your hands covered in oil, aren't I?
Yes.
Yeah, not good. Blue! Look at that! I've never seen blue gloves before. Black. In fact, I think the picture's orange, isn't it, on the front?
Yes, it is.
I thought they'd be orange gloves. Must have run out of orange ink.
Perfect size.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Right. Now, I want to use these forks rather than the set that came off that frame, because we've already inspected these and we know they're good.
Yeah.
I don't mind people cutting the grass, but why do they have to do it as soon as we set the record button, Holly?
No respect.
No respect at all, honestly. And I know they watch my videos. They do, so turn your lawn. Oh, and the strimmer's going now. What the hell? That's the one. Right, I'll grab the mud guard. If you put your head down there, you see those full bolts up there? Look, you buzz those out with the top. And these bolts have probably never been taken out. You know, I think they pay for gardeners next door. I think they do. It's a bit extravagant, to be honest. Jeez. Right, so I think we'll just drop some top hat washers down. Lots of washers are falling down. Right, get rid of those. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Holly, what have you done? They've been on like 10 minutes and you've got bloody oil all over your leggings already.
Just lent it in the bench.
Did I not clean the bench properly?
No.
Actually, that's your job. You're the tool girl. You got to keep the workshop clean inside of you now.
My job to leave it in the state I found it.
Oh shit, okay. Answer for everything. Bloody tool girls, honestly. Right, Holly, we're going to slide the forks out next. So you want a 14mm single hex 3/8 socket in your impact wrench. Go and grab that. And we'll get these taken out. Well, that's a 12. Oh, did you get the 14? Did you do it off camera? You did.
No, I got it when I got the other one.
Oh, you're just too good, honestly. Actually, messed up again. Headlight bracket is clamped to the floor because it's not these ones with the far lights. So I'll grab a flat screwdriver. You start buzzing those out and I'll do those. Yeah, we're going to have to really speak up for the audio of it today, aren't we? So, okay with that? Too much going on.
Yeah.
There you go. How's that?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Just lob all your bolts straight in the box. I know exactly where they all go, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're going to need those, aren't we? For the other frame, because they're not in. So
Yeah.
if you pop those to one side, then we can reuse those. That one, and I'll do this one on here. Oh, so much going on camera, it's fantastic. Well, you're not even in shot. Oh, yeah. Right, there we go. Okay, just check the camera. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Right, we're good. Okay, so spin that back this way again. And we need that one there next. You can grab that and I'll hold the fork. It might drop out, it might be reluctant. Quite tight, aren't they? It should come out quite easily. Is it because of the... There we go, that's better. Oh, look at that! Farm bike that wants to come apart. Okay, we'll pop that over one side because we're going to be reusing that one. And you grab the fork this time. I'll buzz this one out because we'll try and speed things up a bit. Because people have seen us take forks out already, haven't they? I think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Give it a wiggle. That's what it's all about. Okay. Fantastic. Right, we get the hoist dropped down a bit now, so we're not working at arm's length. Right, Holly, Mr. Rack is pretty loose, so we should really, but if we buzz off these two 12s, we can get that rack out of the way and then get the headlights out.
Cool.
That works, doesn't it? So grab your 12, you do your side, I'll do my side, and everything will work brilliantly. Again, we're going to need that bolt, so stick that with your pile of we need bolts. Right, you got the headlight, you ready? Super job. Okay, now we've got to unplug all the wiring inside, so we're going to need a star screwdriver. You do your side there, look. Is it too big? Do you want that size down?
Yeah.
Should we be professional about it? Eh?
Yeah.
Because you know what the comments will be. Andy, that's the wrong size screwdriver. What's going on? Okay, right, there you are. We could have done this while it was still bolted in place, but it's more fun for me to hold it, to be fair. Is it ramping out?
Yeah.
Have I got to rescue it? Okay. So you can, but no, might not. I might destroy it. Jeez! That was tight. There you go. Fantastic. Right, if I crack that one off, and just spin that one, okay. That one's tight all the way. The lawnmowers are going away. Good riddance. We'll be down the bottom of the paddock now, putting down there. There you go, grab that one. Oh, a little insert. Is it going to fall out or is it going to stay in? It's going to fall out. At some point, a huge black spider is going to crawl out of this headlight. There you go, there it goes. I'm on spider watch. Because there's a big ass web in there, so there's got to be a spider. Did the other side have one of those little washer things as well?
Yeah.
You got it? Cool. Right. Brilliant. Okay. So now, way. You see a spider?
No.
Is he away?
Yeah.
He's going out shopping, has he? Cobwebs. Jeez! Okay, there you go. That's yours. Put that on the bench. And you can have the cowl. Holy moly. And a free rack. Now we don't need that because we've got nice paint on stuff. Just really good. Good shot. Well done. Straight in the box. Was that another washing? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll take mine off to match it up. Oh, it was another one of those inserts, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which is that one there. Was it one of those that fell off?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, those are 2 bolts. 2 bolts, sorry. And if you grab the camera, that should, in theory, come off now. Oh, another one. They're real fans of these, aren't they?
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so that can go on the bench. Oh, hang on, what's inside here? Ah, so they've put all the wiring in that little cowl rather than inside the headlight. Oh, that was easy. Look at this camera work by Andy. Oh, your head's out of shot. I'm terrible. What's going on? There, look. How's that? Better? Honestly, you're going to kill me when you see this video. Right. Next. What's next? Handlebars. We've got to strip the handlebars down to then get the triple clamps out. So, we've done this before, haven't we? So it's not hard. So, star screwdriver for that one. So we can unplug that actually to follow that one. In here. Spiders. Spiders. Right, if you unplug that one, I'll unplug my side. Just goes down there. Oh, what's this say? We've got a label. Didn't notice that. What's it sound? Oh, look! It says
Scrap.
It's scrap. That is so wrong, isn't it? This is a cool little bike. We can't scrap it. Honestly, they'll kick themselves when they see this video. It's all sprayed up and done. You manage? Hit tight. Spiders webbing away. Oh, they are tight as well. They only. Oh, look, green crusties.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, I was just unplug all of them while we're here, eh? One thing I like about these bikes is they're still made in Japan. Unlike a lot of bikes now, the smaller end or the lower end bikes are all sort of produced outside Japan, even though they're a Japanese company. They've sort of outsourced cheaper production.
Yeah.
And you can see that on some of the bikes, the quality just isn't there anymore. Right. That's all of them, isn't it? Okay. Sorry, I'm doing it around. Terrible. Okay, that's our loom done. Ignition's off. Oh, lights off, ignition off. Sorry. So much more fun working in the workshop with you than on my own. I mean, for a start, I talk to myself, and like people think that's weird. But at least when you're here, I've got an excuse that I'm talking to you. Right, so we're going to need that switch gear. It looks a pretty good nick, I think, that one, isn't it? Yeah, all the buttons are there, so we'll keep that one. And that's going to go on your bike. Because I really want to try and use as much as I can from this bike, because it's the farm bike. Okay, there you go. That should just slide off now. You pop that on the bench. Fantastic. Okay, now, 8mm socket. We need to get your perch taken off. I'm going to disconnect that clutch cable first, haven't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember how to do these?
Yeah.
So you wind them all the way in, as far as it goes, and then back it back off until the groove lines up.
Yeah.
Pull the lever in, and then pull on the outer, and then you can just cut that out. Look at that. What a pro. Must have done that before. Okay. So that you can undo the bolt now, the pinch bolt for that.
Yeah.
And you should be able to get that off. There we go. It's always quicker taking things apart than putting it back together, aren't they?
Always.
Because half the time you look at it and go, where's this go again? Shit. Go watch the video. What's going on? Right, that'll do for now for that one. Bloody clutch cable wasn't cheap. I tell you, it was like $50. Probably off camera at the moment. Okay, we can leave that on. That doesn't matter. I'm way behind. So, oh, I feel those steering head bearings now. They're rough as, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Luckily, it's going to get some nice new ones. Well, in fact, I've already fitted the outer races into the new frame before I painted it. Because, like, I was trying to be professional. Because I didn't want to chip the paint, fit in the new ones once it's painted.
Yeah.
Because I would do that. Okay. Yeah, then. master cylinder, I think, next. Oh, it's an 8. Can you check your ratchet again? I'll use that for the master cylinder, I think. This, and the good thing is you can take this off in one, if you do it at the right time, you can take it off in one piece, so you don't have to bleed it out. Right, there you go. That can go on the bench. Try and sit the master cylinder, you know, the correct orientation. Otherwise, it might get air in it.
Yeah.
And then we've got another job to do. We've got a big pile of bits already, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's only going to get worse. Coolio. Right. Next job. Switch gear. There's no lawnmowers. They're finished. How cool is the audio now? I bet it's brilliant. It's honestly, when you're trying to edit these things up and there's lawnmowers and stuff in the background, it's really hard sometimes to try and get you to hear the voices. You know?
Yeah.
Because we do come across. I've noticed with this S20 phone, it records the audio not as loud as my old S6. So you've got to boost the volume quite a bit when you're editing, and it's a bit of a pain. Right, that should just thread through now. So I'll give you that. That can go on the bench as well. And where's that other bolt? Oh, there it is. Right, stick that back in there because we've just got to loosen that one off. There we go. Now that will just slide off when we undo the bolts for the handlebars. So you'll need your 12mm single hex socket and probably your extension bar, to be fair. You reach okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. Good job. Okay, right. So you've got the 2 clamps there, look. And we should just, don't want to smack you on the head with that. Okay, right, 1 set of handlebars, they can go on the bench. And you get your 2 clamps. Perfect. Right, speedo drive. Holly, can you grab us some, oh, hang on, I'm the assistant, you're the mechanic. Jeez, I'll get the pliers. Not those ones. Right, so this is old school, it has a speedo cable. You all on muscle cars, you'll have come across speedo cables, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Because modern cars don't have them, they're all, everything's electronic nowadays. So if you just crack off that little sort of flange nut thing, so it's towards me. Oh, hang on, you're against this bolt, just go back a bit. Start from over there, that's it. It shouldn't take a lot, they're not, you don't want to over tighten them when you're fitting them, because they're only aluminium. They don't take a lot. Fingers don't go any faster, right. So, if I just bend that little clamp over. Okay, speedo cable and drive, done. Oh, they are really rough for those. You hear that? That's not really all, is it? Okay, I reckon we can leave all of this gubbins on there. We don't need to take that off. But we do need to undo this really large nut at the top to get that one off, and then we can drop everything out. Okay, so we need to find a socket that's going to fit that big nut. And that's going to be in the Snap-on toolbox from England, in one of the left-hand small drawers, or in with the spanners if it's too big. It looks about a, I don't know, 30? 27 or a 30 maybe? Any good? There's sockets all over the place in this workshop. It's not very organised. I've got your mouth. What have you found?
27mm and
Yep.
30mm.
Oh, you found both?
Yep.
Brilliant. Right, let's go and find out. Come on, I'll just grab the camera. Useless. What do you reckon?
30mm.
30. Cool. Okay, hang on. That's moving around, isn't it? Useless. Okay, hang on. Let me get the... Now, you like this, don't you? I like it a lot, actually. It's my favourite ratchet at the moment. You know you get attached to tools?
Yes.
I do like some of my tools. They're really good. Give it a real good yuck. Hang on, if I hold the bike for you. Is it going to move? Is it moving?
Not yet.
Is it going to be a joint effort? Hang on. I can see it falling off that jack. It nearly fell off from one of the last videos, you know. Yeah, so you pull towards yourself, get a good purchase. It's all about purchase. Yeah, go on. Go on. You're doing it. I'll do the noise, bionic noise. Hang on. Oh, you're almost off. Good job. Wow, that was tight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Okay, let's not lose the washer. So we've got nut and washer. There you go, that's for you. And you can have all of that as well. Brilliant. Good job. Oh, that's terrible. Oakley dokley. It's going to get real easy now. I actually overshot on the camera then. That's terrible. Okay, this is the preload nut. This is what you tighten down to squash those taper roller bearings to get a bit of resistance. Oh, it's loose. Good job, people. That was actually over loose. So the fact that that was loose and the bearings are notchy tells us that they are absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
All right, if you wind that off and you use a little C-spanner for tensioning those up, but most people just use a flat screwdriver and a hammer, which is a bit like what I do. I always get told off for doing it, but hey, it's all good. So the Will gets to see what I do. Coolio. Right, so give that a wiggle. And we need the magic hammer, actually. Remember where that's kept?
No.
Top of the snap-on box. If in doubt, look on top of it, because it's like a big pile of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I'm hoping it is.
Here we go.
Good job. It's looking a bit worse for wear, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. It's after we braid the crap out of that swing arm bolt, it's never been the same again.
A little bit sad.
It needs a top up of unicorn blood to fix it. All right, tappy tap on the top. Jeez. That's it. Keep going. Look them out. Look them out. Eye protection. Safety squats. That's really tight, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's coming. There you go. How's that? Oh, look at the state of that. Top one's all right, which is usually the case. It's because all the water congregates down the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, when they wash it with the big pressure washers and stuff, and it just screws them up completely.
It's rooted.
Yep. That's another reason why we're changing it. Good job. We don't need to take the outer races out of the frame because, hey, we're not using this frame, are we?
No.
Cool. Right, on the bench with that. And I think that's everything we need off this frame for now. So we can get the forks put in on the new frame.
Cool.
Easy. Okay, so we've got to remove, or I've got to remove, we've got to remove, not me, we have to remove that old race and install the new one. What are these things? What is that? You see them all the time.
It's a
Alien?
moth
A moth.
shell for the eggs, I think.
I feel not so good now.
Maybe they're called.
Okay. Oh, look at that. It's even got brand new grease in it. Smeared in a place where it's never going to be used. Good job. Okay, right. Back to the bench, Holly, I think.
Cool. You didn't tell me I had hair sticking out.
Oh, to be fair, Holly, I wasn't looking at your face skill. That sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm going to retract that comment. It's probably not going to get edited out, but you are gorgeous from top to bottom. How's that? I found you a mirror so you can sort your hair out. Is it going to work? You might have to mount it in the vise. I've no idea what's going to
It's a bit
happen.
of a clean.
It does. Well, I don't use mirrors. I'm just not. What's the word? Vain. This could go one of two ways. Sometimes they just knock off. Well, I know we're not showing this on camera, but I'm just going to edit little bits. But sometimes they knock off. Sometimes the race flies off, and the cage and the ball bearings fly, roller bearings fly over the place, and it leaves the inner race. And then you've got to And what I have to do is grind it away, and you'll see it in the other videos, but it's a bit of a palaver, to be honest. Yeah, that's normally what happens. There you go, look. Okay, messy workshop. And the problem is, this is obviously hardened. So if I give that a whack, it's just going to break.
Yeah.
It's good, isn't it? Good to be able to save it.
Yeah.
So the next job is off camera. I'm just going to grind away very gingerly that race until I get it really, really, really thin.
Yeah.
Then you give it a whack, and then it cracks, and then you can press it off.
Cool.
Or you can just tap it off, basically. So that's the technique that I do, and what most workshops do, to be fair. So it's a bit Heath Robinson. You'd think there'd be an easier way of doing it, but as you can see on there, there's no way you can get under that bearing. There's no gap in the casting to get it. Some bikes do. They have a little recess where you can get your punch in and just start tapping away at it, and it'll start to come off. But most don't. They just don't consider how hard it is to remove that race. Sure, you can warm it up, but with it being a steering component, I don't like adding heat to it because, you know, it can cause things to loosen, and it's quite an important bit, steering on a motorbike. Okay, grindy time. Jeez. Gonna make some sparks now. Right, Holly, safety squints on. And if you grab your punch and hammer, I've cracked off that bearing race now, so you should be able to just get onto one of these lips and just give it a little tap, and hopefully it will come off.
Yeah,
you might be able to get onto there, onto that little lip. It shouldn't take too much to get it to start moving. Oh, there you go. Then you can drop onto the back here, onto the main bit. Oh, so easy. The grinding bit is really tricky because if you look there, look, I just caught the actual bit. That's fine. It's not a problem. We can cope with that. Cool. Okay, so we now need to just get a wire brush, give that a quick wire brush around, get rid of all the crap, and then we can press the new bearing on.
Cool.
Easy as that. Right, should be a wire brush over there somewhere.
Big one will do.
Yeah, that'll work fine. Just whatever gets rid of the rubbish. That wire brush looks massive in your hands, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good job. About there.
Good enough.
Perfect. Right. Well, we need some new parts, don't we? So let's go and find some new bits.
Linkage bearing kit.
Oh, that's for later on. That's for the rear swing arm. Probably just in the bag. There'll be two taper rollers in it. One big one, one little one. You got it? Let's have a look. Right, show the people. What have we got? Oh, that's right, because the outer races are not there anymore. I've already fitted those, so that's fine. So we've got the lower one is the big one, and the top one's the little one. So we need that one out of the bag first. Excellent. Right, time to pop it on. Although, should we put some grease in it first or afterwards? First? First, I think. Right, so let's try and find some grease. Beautiful. I find it holds your hair back really well. It's good stuff for that. Okay, you know how to work grease into a bearing, don't you?
Yeah.
I think we even did this at college, didn't we?
Yeah, and I've done it a million times otherwise.
You definitely have a way with the lube, I'll give you that. And you can guarantee when this bike was built up in the factory, it didn't get this kind of attention to work the grease in.
No.
They tend to just put a blob on one bit and then chuck it in and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Time is money when these factories do these builds. Fantastic.
That's why we wear gloves.
That's definitely why you wear gloves. Jeez. Hokey dokey. Right, so it tapers the small part upwards, obviously. I'll say obviously I have fitted one the wrong way around once when I was first doing this. So just drop it down. That's cool. And then we're going to need to find a tube to press that on. Now I think somewhere I've got a special tool because I think I made one for doing Lily's bike. So we should already have what we need to do this job. But if you haven't, then just get an old bit of steel tube, cut it yay long, and then you can use that as a sleeve to press it in place.
Yeah.
But we're doing that, so I don't even need to explain it because you're going to see us do it. Right, let's crack on. Oh, look at this. Special tool 36B Suzuki DR200 steering head bearings. That's fantastic. We've got exactly what we need. Okay, so we're going to pop that over there, and then we head over to the press and get it pressed on. Right, Holly, you're going to need to put a plate on there.
Cool.
And balance that, try and get it sort of centralised. It's pretty good to me. And lock off your jack, and you can pump away. You get your safety screens on. Anything could go wrong here. Cool. Is she going down? Oh, look at that. Professional. You'll feel it start to get real tight. How's that feel? Do I go mad? You good? Okay, right. Just you can slacken off the valve now. Wait for the noise. I need to use that noise on my phone for something. It's great. Cool. Right, let's take a look. Fingers crossed, we're all good. Perfect.
Tube a little bit.
Oh, it's made it fit. Yes, it did that last time. It sort of flares out, but it's very professional, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks a tool for the job now. And I think that was made from an old bit of bicycle frame from memory. Saved us a fortune buying one from Suzuki. Okay, so the good news is we fitted it in the right orientation, because once it's on, you can't get them off again without breaking them.
Yeah.
So you only get one chance. So always double check that you've got it the right way up before you press it on. Okay, that is good to go. We can now pop a bit. Well, I think we've got some bits to take off the new frame because I blanked it all off when I was spraying it and shot blasting it. So we'll remove that bolt and the two spaces that I made, the two little blanking plates, and then we can pop this in the frame.
Yeah.
Top triple clamp on, get it bolted up.
Cool.
Easy. Right, you grab that. I'll see you over there. Looking spick and span now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, just pop that on your bench for now. Try and keep it out of all that dust that I've put on there from cleaning stuff. I think these were a 17. I think it's a 17. No, they're a 16. Aren't they? What a donkey! Honestly. Try and be prepared and get the wrong size spanner. Take two. Right, Holly, I think these two nuts are 16, so you grab one spanner, I'll grab the other. We're just going to, it's got a bit of thready bar that goes all the way through because I had to make a little mount for hanging it up when I was spraying it. So if you want, well, if I can, you can just hold it if you want. There we go. This is a really good way of stopping all the crap going into the new bearings and keeping the paint out as well.
Yeah. And
it gave me a way of hanging it up when I was spraying it, which is brilliant. So, every tool's a hammer. There we go. Done. Fantastic. You see, we now got a special tool 37B. Try to do another one day. Who knows? Okay, so we need just to get a rag, give them a quick clean round because a bit of dust in it. In fact, I can feel the grit actually somehow's gone in there.
Brake clean? Yeah,
brake clean, the ideal. Yeah. Oh, just happens to be Forge. Good job. We're getting real low on rags these days, I tell you. really low on rag. Oh look, that's one. Yeah, use that one.
Cool.
And maybe because we don't want to get breaking all this fresh, gorgeous paint that I've done, spray it into your rag. Yeah, look. Give it white round. Fortunately, it's only fortunately. Get that? God. I'm just going to spray some down the tube and try and wash off any grit that might be in there as well. In fact, we'll get a new one. Hang on. More power required. You ready? It's pretty.
Yeah.
Put your safety squints on because it goes in your eyes. Man, it stings. You ready? Oh, look at that. Perfect. Good job. I'll stick that on the corner there. So we're going to smear of grease on both outer races.
Yep.
So another pair of gloves goodbye.
Maybe another one glove goodbye.
Yeah, maybe you can just save one glove. That'll work. Right, I need some gloves. Right, I'll do the top bearing while you're doing that.
Salvage the glove this time.
Oh, good job. Cost me a fortune, you Tool Girls, I tell you. Right, so we'll pop that in there, and then when we just pop it up, it'll go through the middle of that. Easy enough. I'll chuck us the old rag. Let me clean my hands on the old rag because I don't want to contaminate our last good rag. Okay. Right, if you grab your triple clamp, your stem, I'll go and find that bolt or the nut we used. Perfect. If you offer that through, I'll hold the bearing in place with a drop it on the floor. We've done that before. Right. Okay, cool. That'll do for now. I'll give it a little tappy tap. Oh, they're going to swear at me now because I'm using a normal hammer. That's all right because we're only doing a little gentle tappy tap. Ready?
Yeah.
So you're going to push up. Hang on. Let me just try tapping that. Ready? There we go. Right. So now, in the kit, we get a new seal for the top. But can you see the difference? There's quite a variation in the sizes. So I don't think that one's going to work too well. It's not. See, it doesn't sit over the outside of the frame.
Yeah.
So that's actually not going to fit. So we're going to bin that. And we're going to use the original Suzuki one, which is bigger and really a bit more substantial as well. So we'll chuck a bit of fresh grease inside there. Give it the best possible chance of sealing it because you're going to be riding around Woodhill, and Woodhill's predominantly sand.
Yeah.
Sand and bearings don't go together at all. So that goes on there like that. Make sure it's all the way around. Yep, cool. And now we can chuck on the little preload nut. I'll put my hand right in front of your face. Sorry, camera. There we go, look. And once that's on, you can let go. Look at that. Beautiful. Feel that now. Different.
That's way better.
You're going to be so fast on this bike. I tell you, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so the next job is to set the preload on those bearings. Now, because they're brand new bearings, you do them a little bit tighter than normal.
Yeah.
You know, because they will bed in and then it'll slacken off. And after you've been for your blast and it comes in for sort of its service, at that time it's always good to just give them a bit more of a tweak and just reset the preload. But they don't need to be a huge amount, to be honest. It's only a small bike. Right, I'm going to get a little tap. Where's my punch gone? Wait for the comments. Change of camera angle, I think. Oh, look at that. What a view. Oh, and you're there as well. I'm just saying the bike, because the bike looks so shiny, you know, it's great. Right, you ready? So if you just hold that for us, I'll just give it a little tap and just increase that preload a bit. Okay. Ready? Yeah, that'll do. And it's easy enough to adjust anyway. Once the bars are all on and everything, then you get a better feel for it.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so now we need the top clamp to go on next. So if you go and grab that for us.
Cool.
Where did we put it? Oh, there you go. Look, it's got all the speedo and stuff on, hasn't it? Fantastic. What a cameraman. Oh, just kick the table. What an idiot. I can't wait. If we're doing this professionally, you know, we'd be doing these like take after take after take, because there'd always be something a little bit wrong in each one, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so washer them big nuts, which are just down there, I think, aren't they? I bought this really good range of adapters from Tang, so you can pop that on there and just buzz it down, not till it's tight, because again we'll tighten it up once everything's back on the bike.
Yeah.
Because we need this to be able to move around a bit while we get the forks through, you see. Yeah, it's getting a bit worn as the little clip on that.
Enough.
Yeah, we're about there, aren't we? That'll do. Cool. Okay, so next job is we can slide the forks back in. We're actually cooking on gas now. It's happened really quickly, this last bit. Okay, we're going to do the left fork first. Double check it has got the brackets for the caliper, so we're good there. And if you grab one of your bolts, you're going to need... I always put thread lock on these because I hate it when forks fall off your motorcycle while you're riding. So we'll slide that through there. It's going to stay, but I might strap it down to the little bench in there. There we go. Right. So that one's probably the easiest to get to. If you do that one first. Cool, yeah. And again, you can just buzz it in with your impact wrench if you want, 14mm socket. And then when we've got them all in, and when we've got it in the hoist where it's been held properly, we can torque it up. We'll find out what the torque setting is for these. A bit more, do a little squirt. That's it, cool, I can let you go now. Right, so you've got your next one here, look, at the top. We'll have that one in. Perfect, right. No, we didn't put the bit on camera about swapping the bolts around. So it's the bottom bolt that has the lock washer on it, just for reference. We know that now, don't we?
Yeah.
But well spotted, because you noticed that the paint was scored here, didn't you?
Yeah.
You see, telltale signs. Mechanics can help us. Okay, right. Oh, you can twizzle it anyway because the gate is off. Okay, right, I'll hold that. You put the bolts in. So there's one. And that one's the top one, I think.
Yeah.
You won't look in the manual later on and we'll go, oh no, the bolts are there. Yeah. Right. My fault. There you go. Stole it. Excellent. Now, obviously, it's important that you get both forks the same height, and these sit dead flush with the top.
Yeah.
But when we do the final tweaks on the bike to fit you to the bike, we might actually try and drop the suspension down as low as we can so we can slide the forks through a bit.
Because I'm short.
Because you're short, but cute and short, it's all right. You carry shortness very well. Good job. Well, we're not going to worry about fitting the handlebars yet. That's a bit further down the line. What we do need to do is fit. We've got a new front mudguard coming as well. Maybe we should fit the front mudguard. Just for now, just to keep all the bits together. And I'll just swap it out later on when the new one turns up, because it's on a ship somewhere.
Yeah.
Who knows when it's going to turn up. So let's do the front mudguard first, because then you can get in and do the bolts easy without the front wheel in.
Cool.
And then we'll have to move it around on the trolley a little bit and get the front wheel in, and then I can just lift the whole thing across to the main hoist.
Yeah.
And away we go. We can actually crack on and get the bike built. Okay, let's do that. So we need to do the mudguard. So you go and grab the mudguard, and I'll shuffle this across on here a bit. I might not need to actually. It might be okay. Coolio. Right. So you've got your little washers that go in the top, what we call top hat washers, because they're like stepped, aren't they?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So they go in. Now, hang on, just turn it over a second. Have a little look. Oh no, they all go in from the top, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Because sometimes they put two at the top and two from underneath. I have no idea why. Whether they messed up with the.
There are some washers on the bolts that go in.
Brilliant. And you fitted the rusty ones to the rusty holes, haven't you?
Yeah.
Good job. That's perfection, is that? Attention to detail. Right, if you thread that through, and I'll get probably a bit of copper paste actually, just to go on those bolts. Because they tend to, with it being aluminium, they tend to rust into place. So that's these four, isn't it, I think?
Yeah.
Oh, they've got top hat washers from underneath as well.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought it was just normal plain washers. So it's obviously quite a thick mudguard, which means it'll sustain some good crashes. That's excellent. Right, you've got smaller fingers than I have, so give that one a go. Right, don't overcook it because we're only at them 6 threads. Right, ready when you are. We'll give them a little tweak with a ratchet, I think, just to be. Don't over tighten them. It's only a mudguard. It's not like an engine mount. Coolio. Right, ratchet's behind you. Just give them a little tweak and then we can say goodbye to that. Coolio. Can I move it that way around? It'll hold on. It'll stop on the stop then.
Yeah.
That's 2, isn't it? Now? Cool. I think it's only one guard. Excellent. It's still on. That's the important thing. You good?
Yeah.
You getting grubby?
Yeah.
Oh, look at the state of you now, honestly. Who chose white for the workshop?
I know.
Makes you stand out though. Looks good. Okay, if you go and grab the wheel, it's just behind you against the wall, and I'll get the spindle, and then we'll fight our way through. Well, one more thing that we do need is we need the speedo drive as well, don't we? We'll find that. Okay.
It just goes on this side because that's where the bolts are.
Huh?
The disc goes on this side of the
It does. The disc. That's what I was thinking. What's she on about? Yes, you are correct. It's that way around. Good job. Right, Ollie. Again, spindle's all greased up. Don't need to mess around with that. Speedo drives this side towards me. That goes on just there like that.
Cool.
All right. So I'll put that on there for you. Nut and washer this side. Spindle goes in from your side.
Yeah.
You grab that. Sorry, it's a bit greasy. I'll do the wheel. And I'll try and get the speedo drive located as well. Okay, here we go. Sorry, all the way around.
All right.
Like that, yeah. So that bit sort of protects the bearing, but you might need to pop that in once I've got the wheel up. It's a bit weird not working on a hoist, actually. we'll see. Right, if you pop yours in now, that spacer, you got it?
Yeah.
And I'll just ease it up. How's that? Is that going to work?
Yeah.
Okay, and then pop your spindle through. Oh, look at that, what a pro. Yeah, that's it. Right, hold it there a second while I make sure we've got the speedo drive the right way around. Okay. I think it goes, yes, like that. You sure? Okay, spindle through. You sure? Do you want a magic hammer? Oh, you got it. Look at that. What a pro. Okay, that looks about right to me. He says. It goes around the back of there and all that. That's it. Perfect. Okay, so you've got nut and washer. Cool. This side. So you want a 17 on your impact wrench for that. I'll get a spanner. There should be a 12mm spanner on there as well, I think, somewhere. On your bench. Cool, yeah. Right, so Fred. Bloody good. And it turns. I've got some more grease on my camera again. Honestly. Well, there you go, crew. We've done it. High five. Good job. We've done the steering head bearings. The triple clamps are in. The forks are in. The front wheel's back in. It's starting to look a bit like a motorbike, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm getting really excited about this. I've been looking forward to this weekend for so long. And holding off doing the work myself because, well, it's a lot more fun with Holly in the workshop. That's for sure. So what's next? Well, in the next video, we're going to break this down into lots of little episodes, so you've got time to watch each one. A 2-hour video is hard to watch, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, whereas 20 minutes, 30-minute videos, people seem to find that a lot more, what's the word? Consumable. You know, where you can just fit it into your normal lives and watch another video with Tool Girl Holley in it. So, next video is going to be, that bike will be in the hoist, and we can basically get the engine fitted.
Cool.
And the rear swing arm and the rear wheel, which is going to involve putting on the, we've got to fit the rear sprocket as well.
Yep.
And I need, probably off camera, because there is a video I'll be doing it already, I've got to fit a couple of new spokes. Still haven't done that. But the good news is you get a brand new back tyre at the same time. So it's a win-win, really. Right, it's already 12:30 on Saturday. And we're hoping to have the engine in, the rear swing arm, rear wheel, maybe chain and sprockets. That'd be a good thing to get done today. And then sort of the drivetrain side of it's done as well. Oh, and we've got, oh no, we won't get time for that. We've got to do the rear shock.
Yep.
And all the rear suspension bushes and bearings and bits and pieces. The Pro-Link stuff, I suppose. That's going to take us ages. So man, we better crack on. Okay, crew. Well, if you enjoyed the video, why not click on the subscribe button? I've no idea where it is. It could be up here, it could be over there, but I don't point to it anymore because it just turns up. And then our friends at YouTube will send you an email or notification whenever we upload any new videos. And there's usually 2 or 3 every week at the moment. We're doing pretty well to crank them out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, great stuff. Now, you'll also find me on
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Patreon.
You certainly will. And on Patreon, you can go on there and read all about the history of the channel, why the Andy Mechanic YouTube channel exists, and of course, take my gloves off. Of course, you can read all about, geez, a bit sweaty, sorry. You can read all about the tool girls that have been on the channel and the history, what, you know, why they came on the channel, a bit of background to them, and of course, there's lots and lots of photos that you can download, and there's even a few secret videos. There is. What else? If you want to support the channel, you can do that through Patreon. You can do a donation each month, or you can do a one-off donation, or you can even drop onto PayPal and you can send some money through that way. Should you choose, you know, we're not asking you to send money, but we do have viewers that do that for us, and it really, really helps the channel. It all gets plowed back in, and we get to buy resources and do little projects like this, don't we?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, crew. Well, until next time, it's goodbye from Andy Mechanic.
And goodbye from Tool Girl Holley.
Good job, Holly. Well done.
Good job, Andy.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Bye.
Over and out. back up again.
Oh!